that for an attention grabber? I believe that the birth order of children in a family has a direct impact on behaviors and personalities. As some of you may know, I'm the youngest of 4 boys. Over the years, I have endured some pretty strenuous torture from my older brothers. One time, they locked me in a small dog cage with the door flat against the wall, and it was in the dark. For all these years, I've come to wonder, what caused my brothers to act this way, as well as why they interact with each other the way that they do, and finally, how their behaviors have matured and evolved. There are several studies that observe the birth order of families and how that order actually affects the behavior and the personality. There are 3 main child placements: the firstborns, who are controlling, reliable, and responsible; the middleborns, who are social, peacemaking, and people-pleasing; and then the babies, the outgoing, fun-loving, and attention-seeking ones. That's me. Naturally, we'll start with the firstborn. Firstborns are known to be more reliable than their younger siblings. That's because firstborns are the first to experience, well, everything. They're the first to go to school, first to get a girlfriend or boyfriend, in most cases anyway, the first to go to social events and all that jazz. Since they have all this experience in the real world, they'll know what to and what not to say in certain situations. Firstborns have also grown up listening to their parents' every ask and command. Because their parents were less experienced with parenting, ergo more strict, as parents have more children, they generally become more lenient with their children. They are more strict with the oldest and let the babies have more freedom. Due to more one-on-one parenting, firstborns generally have better time management skills. This therefore makes them more reliable than their other siblings. Additionally, the oldest siblings tend to be more controlling. Mom and Dad took control of the first child because they were the only one to worry about, so they treated them with a strict manner. The oldest children learn from their parents, specifically their leadership methods, oftentimes mimicking them, in turn using those newfound skills on their younger siblings. With these techniques, they figured out how to better lead their siblings. Firstborns are driven to excel. They need to lead. They are generally more responsible, too. Firstborns wanted to please their parents ever since they were babies because they've looked up to their parents, who were their only role models in their lives. Firstborns want nothing more than the best for their younger siblings. As soon as they have younger siblings, firstborns seek to be that role model for the new baby. The older brother or sister give the younger kids someone to look up to gain great leadership skills from this small phenomenon. They teach their younger brothers and sisters the difference between right and wrong, adding on to the lessons from their parents. Fun fact, most US presidents were actually firstborns. Proving these leadership skills help them in the future. Also, the firstborns generally do not take risks. Subtraits for this are being perfectionists and being self-critical. They are very hard on themselves and will prevent accidents or any problems at all costs. I can definitely confirm this. I have 3 older brothers. The oldest of the 3, Aiden, is a textbook firstborn. Aiden has had a much more structured upbringing than any of us. Aiden is more organized sports, extracurriculars, and has had much more help from Mom and Dad with schooling. He constantly seeks to be in charge of us. Oftentimes, it's for the best. He keeps us in line. Whenever we went exploring while camping, or just on a bike ride around the burbs, he would make sure that we were all safe and in order. Aiden does everything and anything in order to make sure that there's little to no chance of accidents. Following the firstborns are the middleborns, of course. The middleborns are usually the more social out of the sibling archetypes. They inherit their social skills from their older siblings from an earlier age. Therefore, middleborns are less shy when they are in early childhood, making them more socially adept. Of course, these social skills learned in early life remain ingrained in their minds and give them confidence, leading to bolder social interactions, oftentimes resulting in more popularity. As well as being social butterflies, middleborns are people pleasers. It comes naturally with the social skills gained from their experiences. These abilities lend themselves exceptionally well when trying to please others and sustaining friendships. Lastly, middleborns are the peacemakers of the household. When things are going wrong between 2 other siblings, it's the middle child who's most likely to step in. In most cases, it's when the older brothers pick on the baby. The middle child remembers the distress that their older brother or sister had caused them and is more willing to stick with their younger sibling, in effect, making a statement. However, middleborns are also somewhat rebellious. This may be the jealousy of the older sibling being able to have more freedom from their parents. This makes the middleborns feel left out and want to rebel and sometimes even disobey from time to time. Although these traits define middleborns, the more kids there are, the weaker these traits become. So now that I've talked about middleborns, why don't I fill you in on my other two brothers, Jansen and Broden, both of whom are socialites. They have many friends and many circles. Jansen excels in teams. He was in leadership, link crew, and football here at Sir Will. Afterwards, he continued growing his social circles in university, where he won Facilitator of the Year and Vice Head of the Year at Carleton in the fall orientation program. Broden, on the other hand, has a silver tongue. He manages to make friends everywhere he goes. Not only that, but Broden is peacemaker in our house. Broden has saved me often times from the wrath of Jansen. Typically, he'll jump in and distract Jansen from walloping me. Last, but certainly not least, we have the babies. First of all, these kids are uncomplicated. They grow up watching their older siblings' right doings and follow in their footsteps. Since they follow the rules better, it's very easy to communicate and negotiate things like bedtime, among other things. Although the babies are perceived to be good and uncomplicated, the babies know they are on the parents' good side, resulting in some manipulation. They take advantage of their parents' trust and use their own cuteness to guilt trip whoever has what they want. The babies are also attention seekers. They can't get enough of it. For example, they love when people notice new wardrobe or hairstyles. At the dinner table, if one of their older siblings had achieved something big, the babies will likely bring up one of their past accomplishments to shift the attention to them. The babies also tend to be self-centered. You break your arm? Who cares? I didn't break my arm. It doesn't inconvenience them. But if they get a scrape on their knee, expect a gurney ready to pick them up. You know what you're all thinking? Wow, these babies sound pretty annoying and kind of mean. The annoying part may be true. However, us babies are going to be outgoing and fun-loving. We'll be able to make friends pretty easily. We're also very energetic, and you'll likely see us in a happy mood. Y'all already know me. I'm a bundle of sunshine. I'm always in a good mood and ready to be active. I'm a prime example of the baby of the family. I know the rules, I know how far I can stretch them. My brothers all had bedtime, like 10 p.m. That's when I get home. 10:30, you can catch me on Fortnite getting some mad victories. Further, Jansen came home talking about how he graduated Carleton. Sure, that's swell, but I just beat 10K Instagram followers. So yeah, I'm a family baby, but it's pretty good life. Less rules, more attention, and good vibes all times. I've come to the conclusion that perhaps it's the order in which we are born that affects our personality. Firstborns will likely be controlling, middleborns usually social and popular, and babies will more often than not be annoying. Siblings will always fight, but at the end of the day, your brothers and sisters will always have your back, no matter what happens.
And that's all, folks.